Good morning. Took a break yesterday. Been working on some Babylonian money magic, some music stuff. So took the day to kind of work on that. We had 2 new singles come out. Super excited about that. But I'm glad I took it because it gave me some time to think about, what I wanted to go into this time. And I've got an idea, and I'm hoping it's not going to be too long. I want to go into a little more about what these secret cults do. And they're probably not going to be too happy about this secret getting out there. It's not very, it doesn't make them look good. I can't take all the credit. There's a guy that I've watched for a long time on YouTube, and I respect him a lot. He's kind of fiery, and I know a lot of people probably don't like his word and his channel because he's pretty blunt, and but with my personality and what I needed, he was exactly it was perfect. The way he presents his message, it was the way I needed to hear it. He's some people would call him a barbarian, but I know him to be a great teacher. And he probably wouldn't agree with everything that I'm doing, but that's okay. But I still learned a whole lot from him. Anyway, so I've gone into these occults, these groups, these Masonic groups, and these dark occultists. They practice dark magic, stuff like that. And there's very much a hierarchy. Very much a hierarchy. I've mentioned that a couple of times. You know your place, and there are people above you, and you listen to them. That is, if you don't listen to them, you get in trouble. And then they have people above them, and it goes all the way up. And what's the old phrase that we've heard before? Anyone who's worked a job and you get orders from the top down, the crap runs downhill. Well, in today's lesson, it really does. I want to go into this hierarchy a little bit. In an earlier lesson, I had mentioned the word bloodliner. I had said that these groups will look into you. And if your family's been doing it for a long time, or if you're a bloodliner, they'll know your history. Okay? So let's go into this hierarchy a little bit. We're gonna start with the top. Well, there's gonna be some terms. At the top, you have bloodliners. Okay? These are families that are some of the oldest families of time, going all the way back to ancient Babylon. These families were some of the original ones to serve an oath in loyalty to Nimrod. And in return, they were set up to be the wealthy and the powerful. They were also given access to demonic entities, which gave them other power and influence. Okay? This is going to be a little more esoteric. So these families are called bloodliners. They're your top. I know we hear the word elite and think that's top. Nah. Elite's probably like second or third one up. There's more. Let's continue. Well, bloodliners eventually had to have children. And so they mingled with other folks, and they created what's called purebloods. That's the bloodliners' children or children's children. Okay? These are wealthy people too. Very wealthy people. I mean, when you're talking about bloodliners and your purebloods, these are some of the top as far as the rich and wealthy. Then, the purebloods had children. These are your elites. Your elite level. The layman, we're taught that elite's the cream of the crop. But in the occult world, the elite's not that high. Okay, let's continue. After elite, you have your bottom rung, which is where most of the folks that we see probably sit under. Those are your blue bloods. Again, another term that us lay folks are taught means the upper echelon, the blue bloods. In the occult world, they're actually the bottom of the barrel. These are your folks that pretty much never leave Blue Lodge. It's kind of funny because they present the progression of these degrees as if like anyone can attain it. But I'm going to go ahead and tell you, not everybody gets to make it to the top, even if they want to and try their darndest. Why? Because it's in the blood, unfortunately. I mean, I'm not in these groups, so it doesn't really matter to me, but if you're aspiring to get to the top and they know your family lineage, there very much is a elitist kind of like, oh, well, you come from this pedigree, so this is as far as you're going to get to go. They'll string you along, make you think you're going to make your way up, but you never will. Never. And so you got all these blue bloods especially are always trying to make their way up. They want to make it up to the elite level. You know, so they try to do good, make money, work their way up, marry into the elite level. That's probably the only way they could make it up there is if they marry into some elite families. They do that a lot. Arranged marriage. I'll go into that in another lesson. Let's continue. I want to use the Bible this time. Not a long scripture. Of what these guys do. One thing you know, if you've watched Masonic families and occult families, one thing you'll pick up and notice on them is they talk a lot of crap. They're always talking crap about each other. They never say, I hardly ever hear them say anything genuinely nice about each other. Now, when they're around each other, oh yeah, they'll suck up. But when they're gone, oh man, that mouth gets to going. Again, that narcissism. They can't help it. They made a wrong choice. Anyway, but why? Why do they talk so much crap? Well, let's see. All right. We're in 2 Kings 18:27. But Rabshakeh said unto them, hath my master sent me to thy master, and to thee, to speak these words? Hath he not sent me to the men which sit on the wall, that they may eat their own dung, and drink their own piss with you? That's it. Quick verse. There's some people that sit on a wall that eat their own feces and drink their own urine, sitting on the wall at a high place. The answer to my question, why do they talk so much crap? Because they've got it in their mouth on a monthly basis. Yeah, when you join these clubs, you eat the people above you's feces. They smear it on themselves. They eat it. They drink piss. It's part of the rituals. That's why they're so sour. And talking so much crap. I hope all the stuff and the job promotions is worth it. Oh, the Bible gives us some insight on that. I've heard other accounts. I've heard people talk about how, oh yeah, I accidentally drank some pee on a camping trip one time with some people. They peed in a bottle, and yeah, sure, it was an accident, right? Also, I mean, like, I have my own horrific experience. I told you about the box ritual. They smeared the dung all over my face. You don't think it got in my mouth? Like, it's disgusting. So you can't. I'm sure, if any of them get on here and hear about what I'm talking about, they'll probably say I'm lying or something, or try to say I'm, defamation. And if they want to sue, go for it. Discovery is a wonderful thing. I'd love to. You cannot. You can't tell me my experience and what I went through didn't happen, because it sure did. I'm telling the truth. And not even my truth. I'm just telling the truth, Bet. Oh man. No, they wouldn't want to do that, because then people would start investigating the lodges and finding the videotapes. Yeah. Oh yeah. I I told you, there's people. Who do you think holds the camera? There's a camera guy. Who do you think gets the footage? There's somebody in the club that's got footage of all these folks doing this stuff. They're the leverage guy. Huh? I found a video one time when I was a little kid, and I shouldn't have. I got in trouble for it. Yep. So, anyway. Yeah, stay away from them clubs, guys, unless you like eating doo-doo. Alright, guys. Y'all have a good morning.